Well, to be honest, I thought we were gonna have more orc rules like teased by now. Like I've been waiting. I was like, all right, I'm gonna hold off. We're gonna wait for rules, and I'm gonna talk about like the teasing or whatever. The teasing, that sounds weird, but the teases, and they're just not doing it. They are not. They're not doing it for whatever reason. And so I was, I was like, okay, well, I'll do an Orkstradumas. I'll sort of predict what I think is going to happen. Now we've seen some things, and I'm not going to do any rules today. I think I'm just going to do kits. Now this is a little bit like I don't think there's going to be tons of new stuff because we just got the Armageddon box. We've already had a few leaks, in fact, or a few leaks, a few reveals so far. So I don't think we're going to get tons more. Now we might. That'd be awesome. I would love like just tons of options. That'd be great. I just don't know. So anyway, I'm going to talk about my process and why I think these things. But let's get started here. So here's what we got so far. We got trucks, we got war bikers, we got the mech, we got the war boss, and then we got all the new stuff in the Armageddon box. So these are the stuff that are still coming. Out of these so far, the thing I'm most interested in is probably the truck. I do like the new war biker models, but I want to see them. And I have a bunch of converted mechs, so like the new mech is obviously good. It's better. I don't need a ton of them. I have 3 war bosses. I got 4. Hold on, how many war bosses do I have? I think I've got 5 now with the Armageddon box. So I'm not really hurting for war bosses. Now that depends if they're different data sheets, as I've talked about 1,000 times. But so this is what we got so far. The interesting point is it shows that the truck has the speed freak rule. So we just got Wazdaka, War Bikers. I don't know if it's like a pattern, but we got a few speed freak things. So that's sort of guiding my thinking is what we're gonna say. And yeah, so this is what we got revealed so far. Now I think we're getting knobs. I think we're getting knobs for a lot of reasons. One, this kit is good. It's a great kit to buy. It has a lot of bits. It's got a lot of character to it. It's quite old. Like, if you look at these guys, they're good. They're just a little old. Now, my biggest complaint about them, honestly, is the fact that they're the same size as boys. Now, their arms are a little bit bigger, but like, if it wasn't for the equipment and the little boss pull thing, you would not be able to tell the difference. So, frankly, I think we're getting more knobs. The evidence I have is that all of the new knob stuff we're getting is on bigger bases. So, um, the boss knob for Breaka Boys and for Tank Busters is on a bigger base. The War Boss is on an even bigger base. That doesn't really matter, but it's informing my thinking. And then we have, of course, the boss knob in the boys box, in the Armageddon box, is on a 40. So I think we're getting new ones. If I'm gonna predict we're going to a 3-man, 6-man. I think we're gonna get like a Sengard, like Sanguinary Guard. They're gonna go to 3-man, 6-man. Now, is that better? Kind of. The problem with knobs is I think 5-mans are really good. I think 10-mans are so expensive and they're almost always overkill. Like, what are you doing with a 10-man that you're not doing with a 5-man? Now, obviously, a 10-man you can lose some guys, but like, whenever I was running a 10-man, it never seemed to make its like collect or its worth back. So a 6-man is better than a 5-man, and you have a little bit more hitty power, and um, a 3-man. I don't know if that's good enough unless they buff knobs. Now, if they buff knobs, I would love if they buff knobs. Just honestly, just give them 4 attacks. 4 attacks on a power claw, 3 attacks on a kill saw. Totally fine. Now, what do they change? I really don't know. Um, the problem is like as they are right now, there's not really a reason to not run power claws. Now, if they get cleave on their big choppas and their big choppas hit on 3s, that's a big deal. Um, Mostly because you get a war boss, they go from 3s to 2s. 3s to 2s is a number I love so much. I love going 3s to 2s. 4s to 3s is okay, especially when you have like warhorde buffs. You have sustained, or you have crit 5s, or you got gas coal, or whatever it is buffing them. But that would be nice. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if they gave him a decent shooting option. If we could get Combi Scorches back. Combi Scorches would be great. Now, I never used the Combi Scorches on knobs, so I can't remember historically if they had AP1, because I know the Mega Knobs, I did run those. I paid the extra points for those back when ninth edition you turned them to truck boys, so basically gave trucks assault ramps, and that was really good. You had to pay extra points for it, but if they go to if they're if they are new points, not new points, new if they go to new Scorches, so they showed the Scorcha in the data sheet where it's not the heavy Scorcha, it's just a regular Scorcha, 3 shots with Blast. Was it Blast? I think they had Blast. I should go check this for research, but I'm already committed. That'd be good. That would be good. If they're Strength 5 AP1, amazing. Amazing. If you could get knobs that shoot, that would be great. Otherwise, I don't think anything's great. Like, combi rockets would be okay just because you're shooting 5 of them. But to be honest, most knobs, like, usually you're going to be advancing and you're not going to be shooting. So the guns are kind of not as good. That's my thing. I think we're getting knobs. I think it'd be cool if you could give them like more weapon options. I think a kill saw would be nice. The extra AP is cool. The problem with kill saws is 2 attacks is so few attacks that you just every once in a while you roll 1 or 2 misses more than you should, and you just feel it. That's the problem I have with Mega Knobs. Well, one of the problems I have with Mega Knobs. But yeah, I think we're getting knobs. I think that's our last like unit we're getting. Okay. So these are the characters they've shown in their Warhammer community, and of course, we have Orkamedes, who has my favorite name of all of orcs. We have Nazdreg, who I love that art. It's not as good as original art by Blanche, but it is still quite good. And then we have I just wrote his name down. What is his name? Should have bugged me. I'm gonna go check. His name is I should Urgrok. I've never heard of Urgrok, if I'm being honest. I've never heard of Urgrok. But he looks happy. He's having a good time. If I had to guess, I've heard the rumors are Nazdreg. I want Orkamedes, so I'm gonna say Orkamedes. I like Orkamedes. Look at him. Man, what a cool guy. I don't know. I like the idea of like smart orcs are still bruisers. Like, I don't know, it's just fun. But let's see. I got one big prediction. I think we're getting the Chinork back. And the reason I'm thinking that is because we've been getting the speed free stuff. And the only thing orcs are really missing is a Storm Speeder-esque unit. So I think we're going to take this model on the screen here. I think it's going to be smaller. And I think it's going to be a dual kit. A dual kit between transport or by attack chopper. So would it be cool? Yeah. Yeah. The problem with this one is like for a while it was better than a truck because it was like the same thing but faster. I'm not a huge fan of the model, if I'm being entirely honest. I don't really like when orcs are just like when their vehicles are just like scrap thrown together. I like when it has a purpose. Like the Megatrack scrapjet is perfect. It's clearly a plane. Now it's scrapped, but like it's clearly a plane that they put wheels on. All the buggies really like kill rig. I don't like the kill rig's platform. I like the squig, but I don't like the kill rig because like it's just like a bunch of flat sheet metal on it. I don't know. It's not my thing. This is kind of the same problem. Now they could spruce it up, make it a little cooler. That's my out there prediction. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna start getting teased, or they're gonna release another Ultramarines character in the poor Blood Angels. Oh gosh darn, poor Blood Angels. But we're gonna get some more Ultramarine characters. It's fine. I don't, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna begrudge GW executives for trying to get their Christmas bonus set up, but for sales. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? What do you think we're gonna get? I haven't paid really attention to the rumors. I don't watch Valrak. I don't watch like rumor places. I don't really care. It's fun to think about. It's not fun to know. If that makes sense? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm really hoping we start getting some teases. I want to see the new detachments. I want to see the new detachments. I want to see if they're going to change any rules. I would love if they fixed squigs. I would love if they fixed Meganobs. Ooh, Meganobs might be a new kit. I didn't even think about Meganobs. No, I'm still sticking by Knobs. We might get both, but if I had to pick, I would pick Knobs. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited for those things. I want to see the War Boss detachment, the one that sounds like it's just War Bosses. Because I'm really enjoying mixing and matching detachments. It's really fun. It's not super balanced because, like, frankly, a bunch of them are just clearly better. But for orcs, honestly, it's kind of weird because I've made good lists with bully boys. I've made warhorde lists that have been good. I've made good lists with what's the other one? Freebooter crew. And I don't run Green Tide. I don't like Green Tide because I don't want to move that many guys. Now, if you want to do it, respect. But I just can't do it. I just can't do it, especially at events. I'm not doing it 3 times or 6 times in a row. Um, but I've seen all those make good lists. I don't think orcs are the top of the meta, but we're certainly very much improved. It doesn't feel like we just can't do things anymore, which is really nice. But yeah, I want to see the new detachments because I just really enjoying mixing and matching, and I hope I catch you guys on the next one.